Hey, Steve with Dremel and the Building Point teams. When doing a slope analysis for, well, like you see here, a parking garage, ADA ramps, or really anything that's inclined, you have to get a little more creative than doing something that's vertically or even horizontally comparison. So flat concrete, we have a number of videos showing that, essentially just using the elevation view. But you can see with a slope that becomes a little more difficult. So here we have two slopes. There's a couple different ways you can do this live wall pouring. The first is if it's actually already out there, you can just start to take measurements. What those measurements are going to show you are change in Z over horizontal distance. So you can actually plug that in, that one, and actually let's change this really quickly because it does make it a little bit easier if we're in feet. But if I'm in feet, I can actually come back here and do a comparison of 1.834 as the rise over the run of 44.017. In the arctangent, that's about a 2.4 degree slope. That's an easy way to do it. You can actually get the line. If you create a line, you can actually get the information on that as well. The other way to do it, rather than a single point, is to have a model. Follow the other videos where you can actually see the scan of the model, but we'll look at this ramp one. Let me turn on, make sure those models are turned on. We'll turn on the solid model. So you can actually see there behind the scans is that second or that ramp one model. What I can do is, because that's already been essentially moved, if I needed to, I could actually come back here and edit the position of that model or edit the position of the scan data to align it there, but it's actually already been aligned. But once I do get that aligned, I would simply just go to inspection and then run the analysis. When that is done, it's going to just give me the absolute distances and the color of those points away from that model, which if I align it well, should be actually usually pretty good for an indication of high and low spots. Depending on how I line it up, usually what I like to do is also turn off the solid model. So here you can actually see some dipping there, whereas the rest of it is pretty much very accurate. Again, switching back to settings I can generally recognize as in section feet, I can see that, or decimal feet and fractional inches. I can actually read everything in light greens within 3/8 of an inch, dark green, 13/16 and so on. But yeah, those are your two ways. For additional analysis, please check out realworks on how you can do heat mapping, contour line creation, vertical line, as built versus design. If you don't want to share the entire floor, generally that's a good way to do it. Thanks and have a nice day.